Welcome back to the Wolfpack News. I'm Edward Hackney.
And I'm Will McMath.
How have you been enjoying our senior week, Will?
Oh, it's been great. Being able to dress up as 2000's Mr. Morris was the highlight of the semester for me. I'm glad you finally dressed up too. You really had me thinking you were going to skip all of the days for a second.
Well, can't work as a cook and miss out on Barbecue Dad Day. This week, we have an interview with the speech and debate team and elective spotlight.
A quote of the week and our final senior spotlight for the class of 2024.
All that and more in just 25 seconds. Attention seniors, if you are in an extracurricular or club, you might have received an invitation to this year's Senior Awards Night. If you are receiving an award, make sure to be here at the Den on Tuesday, May 7th at 7 p.m. Students will gather in the cafeteria by 5:30 p.m. and the award ceremony will be held in the Den at 7 p.m. for parents and visitors. The invitations for students receiving awards went out on May 1st. Make sure to complete the RSVP form sent to you so you can be a part of the program by Friday, May 3rd.
Seniors, the senior picnic will be on May 13th. Students will turn their laptops as well as receive their student yearbook during this time, so make sure to show up.
As the year continues to wrap up, it's time to return all checked out items back to the Media Center. Checked out items like library books need to be returned no later than Friday, May 3rd. For items damaged or lost, you'll need to be paying for these items on RevTrack. Additionally, seniors will need to return their school laptops by Monday, May 13th. You must bring the case, charging cord, and laptop. If you have lost your charger, you can purchase a replacement on RevTrack as well. Be sure to choose the correct charger for your device because there are multiple charging options available.
On April 24th, the Speech and Debate had their spring exhibition where they debated about the privatization of space, and Speech talked about the effects of dyslexia. We sent out our reporter, Avery Abel, to debate the topics they talked about. Let's see if the debates were a blast-off or a crash landing.
Hi, I'm Mariana Hopkins. I'm the speech captain for North Paulding Speech and Debate Team. Tonight's speech was a very personal speech to me since I have dyslexia, but my speech was practically, how does dyslexia affect an individual? How does dyslexia affect an individual outside the areas of reading? I went over the basic definition of dyslexia. My intro was kind of just myth-busting two main misconceptions about it, and then I actually did a deep dive into kind of the aspects that actually include in dyslexia, so like the orthographic challenges that come along with it, the broader spectrum that it could actually affect math in addition to affecting reading and spelling. And I also went over the emotional impact that dyslexic individuals can experience.
My position was that I was supporting the claim that the appropriation of outer space by private entities is unjust. It was mostly, private entities, it's about like corporations in space and the ethics of letting corporations be able to exploit resources. So my main argument was that by having corporations get into space and harvesting those resources, that would cause a bunch of negative effects that would impact justice and be generally unjust. I felt pretty good. I think I made a couple of mistakes in my debate, but overall I think I did a really good job. And the debate between Ronan and Dominic, I thought that both of them did really well. Of course, Dominic Corradino came out on top.
And now for the man who putted a golf ball to the moon and back and still can't get a hole-in-one, Andrew Pittman within the Den.
What is up, Wolfpack? I'm back. And today, I have plenty of updates for you, including updates on our state playoff teams. But starting it off with track and field, who has only one more meet before their state championships, which is going to be this Saturday, May 4th at McEachern High School. The time is to be determined, so be on the lookouts for the times to be posted. The boys lacrosse is on an absolutely dominating streak as they are 20-0, going into the Final Four of the state lacrosse championships. They play this Friday against Buford. If we win this game, we go to the state championship game. Make sure that y'all are all there to cheer for the Pack as they make a run for state champs. Pack baseball is currently tied 1-1 in their series against Parkview. They have a tie-breaking game this Thursday, May 2nd at 4:30 p.m. at Parkview High School. If we win this game, it takes us to the state quarterfinals, so make sure you're there to pull for the Pack. Thanks again for tuning in this week. Make sure to be here next week for the last show of the school year. Y'all stay safe over the weekend, and I will see y'all later. Back to the biggest JoJo Siwa fan ever, Edward Hackney.
Although I might not have agreed with that, yeah. On the subject of worthwhile challenges, Mr. Abditch is challenging his students in his guitar class. Let's take a look in this week's Alexa Spotlight.
What exactly is the guitar program like here at North Paulding High School? Well, we do fingerstyle picking in our guitar classes. We also do chords, but ultimately it's mainly classical style that you'd see like if you took a guitar class in college.
So some of the things that I enjoyed about guitar class was just being able to learn the new music and the new techniques that we're learning in that class. I mean, Mr. Abditch, he's taught us a lot, over these last few months. I would say it's a great class to join if you're like very interested in playing any instruments, especially if you're into guitar. Just be a good way to try something new.
Well, the intermediate guitar class is learning the theme from Howl's Moving Castle, Canon in D by Johann Pachelbel, Once Upon a December from the cartoon Anastasia, Waltz No. 2 by Dmitri Shostakovich. So some classical stuff. It's something besides the normal band experience or the chorus experience. It's something that a lot of students can approach differently, especially when we provide the instrument for you.
Seniors, this week has been a ton of fun, if you can't tell. But the year is almost over. Let's give one final spotlight to our last senior of the year, Dorothy Denard. Here is the final senior spotlight from the senior class of 2024.
Hello, my name is Dorothy Denard. I'm a singer. That's the main thing. I've been in chorus since I was in 6th grade. Been to All-State Chorus since 7th grade, and I was recently recognized for that. It includes all of the students that make it from the entire state of Georgia. And auditions are ruthless. They're cutthroat, only the best of the best get in, and I've made it every year that I'm able. My role in chorus this year is program president, which has been such an honor to be. I'm also a member of Burnt Hickory Baptist Church's Radiate Students Ministries, and that's a lot of my identity as well. I plan on going to Kennesaw State University for a year to get the rest of my core classes out of the way. After that, I'm going to try and transfer to UGA because it's a lot easier than getting in as a freshman. But I'm going to get my degree in something in event planning and coordinating. I've heard that falls under the communications, marketing, and business fields. I also love to plan events and parties. I've planned several events for our chorus program, including the Halloween party in October and the Galentine's Day in February, and that was super fun. I just like getting a bunch of people together to have fun. I love decorating too, but just having a good time with my friends is my main goal. The things I'm going to miss about North Paulding High School are the people. The people I've met here are wonderful and amazing, and they made such a great impact on my life, especially some of the teachers. I could go on and on and on about Miss Madison and how she's such a great mentor and leader and overall a friend. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the people. To the class of 2025, I would say, turn your stuff in. A lot of the people that are not graduating simply because they have not turned their assignments in, or that's why they're failing a class. Like, it's not hard to just turn something in, even if it's for like 50. That's better than a 0.
Seniors, we've loved seeing the fits y'all have put together for this year's Senior Week, and we want to give you a chance to show them off. Send your pictures of your outfits to our Instagram for a chance to be featured on the show next week.
Be sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok at NPHS_Wolfpack Productions and subscribe to North Paulding's YouTube page to get notified when we go live.
Man, it's good to be back at the anchor's desk this week.
Sure is. Felt weird being behind the camera for once last week.
Definitely. We're going to have to savor the feeling, though, considering this is our second to last stream of the year.
Feels like time has flown by so fast.
Yeah, one more broadcast to go, so let's make the most of it. And as always, that's a wrap, Wolfpack.